And they started to use this area without suspecting that the fourth invader force had been there for God knows how many skillion years, have been sitting down, and they have their installations up on Mars, and they have a tremendous screened operation. The Martian operation is a fascinating operation simply because it has gone into 100% holding force. And it does everything it does with tremendous coercion. It's sitting behind a defense screen of enormous size. And it's practically impossible to penetrate that except as a Thetan. And if you penetrate as a Thetan, you go through the Martian screen, and they got you. Well, now, the point is that the fifth invader force operated for some little time here in this system without suspecting the existence of the fourth invader force. And all of a sudden, they started to lose crews, and they didn't know where they were going. And they got a little more upset about it, and a little more upset about it, and a little more upset about it. And a battalion was sent down here to Earth 8,200 years ago, the 3rd Battalion. If you find somebody who is a member of the 3rd Battalion, why, speak up, because the whole battalion, its officers, staff, and so forth, was under the command of the Expeditionary Force commanding officer for this, not for just this area. All right. This sounds awfully wild. It just sounds terrifically incredible, but that's just incredible in the frame of reference of Earth. Actually, this isn't very incredible. So 8,200 years ago, they came down in the Himalayas, and the upper headlands, up I'd say about 72 miles northwest of Khyber Pass, and put a base in there, and he's still not believing that there was anything like an invader force operating in this system, failed to take any vaguest precautions with regard to their installations. They put up no defenses. After all, what was here? Nothing but Homo sapiens. There's nothing. There's no danger, no menace, and so on. And they were in this installation just a very short time when all of a sudden, with a terrific crash, the fourth invader force, which was a little more active then than it has become since, knocked out this whole battalion. A battalion of that size is in the neighborhood of about 3,000 beings. And picked up all of its staff, all of its staff officers and so forth, and took them through to Mars, and then knocked them back into this human race here. They're still here. There are saucer crews here. There's all sorts of things on Earth here from the fifth invader force. Very interesting. This is directly and violently in opposition to the fourth invader force, and the fifth invader force, out of its own protection, took over Venus, all relatively modern times. Took over Venus and tried to stabilize the Venusian. If you called a fifth invader, though, a Venusian, he would probably shoot you out of hand because it would be a horrible insult. They merely monitor the government of Venus. And they leave Mars strictly alone. Now, this is really roughly a rundown of the, quote, political situation in the solar system.